Hi guys, this is the Infection Hub Invitational presented by Carnell Concreting. The winner of this event will receive a Turtlebeach Recon 200 headset, the first ever prize in competitive Infection, gifted by Carnell Concreting PTY on Instagram. The timestamps now on screen allow you to skip to whichever part of the event you'd most like to see. First up, Lobby 1, play round 1.
Straight into Hellfire, map number 1 of 3 in our round 1. Wow, what a stacked lobby for for not even the grand finals. Who do you have coming out on top of this round?
I've got to go for Jerks because, I mean, well, he's not really done any of the practice lobbies, but I do think he's going to come out on top of the entire thing. That's just bias, though, I think.
I'm looking. Who am I looking at in this lobby? I'm looking at Solar in this lobby. Some of the practice lobbies he's been popping off. I think it'll be extremely interesting to see such a sweaty round 1 lobby. Who exactly is going to be making it?
I think Pro Tanks would do well as well, actually, because we've seen him playing a couple of games before, and he actually did quite well, coming up in the top 4 quite often in the qualifiers. Who are we starting off with?
Well, why don't we start off with Jerks? See what he's bringing, because I've been watching some of the practice lobbies this past week, and I haven't seen him play a single one. So this is fresh. This is new for me.
I don't think he's actually played any practice lobbies. I think if he comes in and wins this, it's going to be quite the story, honestly.
I mean, this is the first lobby of 2, so you are going to see both lobbies play on stream today. So all the action you will get to enjoy. Grizzly takes an early lead, 3 survival kills, Pro Tanks right behind him with an early infect. I'm not quite sure who it was who went down, but it's always great to see the zombies getting a good start, because if you don't get a good start in one of these lobbies, then you are not going to have a fun game whatsoever.
2 minutes left.
Jerk's being taken down, actually, as we're watching him. Pro Tank's flying out of the top mid right there.
Should we jump on board with Pro Tanks? He's already taken down 2 infections. That puts him in the lead.
Oh,
he is dead.
Just got an infect. The lobby's falling apart very quickly.
A lot of these players that we're seeing in this lobby, we haven't actually seen play competitive Infection in a while. It'll be interesting to see whether they get back into it really easily or not. Harry and Hyperdrive, the last 2 up. Hyperdrive's looking like he's going to get the last man because no one is watching him. There it is.
Jerk's baiting him right there. Let's see if we can do anything with this. Nope.
What a swarm. Misses the barrel. And as usual, last man goes so quickly.
Harry actually being on top of the leaderboard right now. Not even tying, actually on the top.
Should we get on board with him? All the humans being so cautious right now. They know how sweaty these zombies are.
So what do you think of Hellfire then? We've obviously played it a few times in the past tournaments. So what do you think how it's going to play out for the rest of the game?
Hellfire can be one of those more fast-moving maps for sure. I don't know. I think everything changes when you've got essentially a finals lobby in round 1. I think the game styles from everybody are going to switch up just so much. Grizzly, leading, is a zombie this round. The Infection's doing work. Interesting tactic.
Ooh. Rocky being taken down. Something interesting about this lobby. Ooh, catching Solo getting that double kill. You'll see that the humans are camping in oven rather than in the control room, which is forcing the zombies to spawn somewhere else, which is making the rounds actually go a lot faster. Because when we've seen this lobby before, you see everyone spawning, get stuck in a spawn trap in oven, coming up and the stairs and through that corridor, and they can't really do anything all around.
Regrets currently leading. 4 infections doing him work. Should we see if he can put down some kills as a human as well? Grizzly tying up there with him. This is such a close lobby so far. 20 points in 11th, and you know, only 40 in 4th.
As you can see already, all the players have pushed into oven, and zombies are spawning quite rapidly all over the map. So it's going to mean a lot more people get infected just kind of randomly, as the zombies will be spawning behind them.
Who are we currently on board with?
Sat with Solar, who just ran away. There's 3 zombies on his screen in front of him.
Solar, sitting in the corner of the map, has been slowly just picking them off one by one. He was right at the bottom of the scoreboard before this round started, but now made his way up to 4th.
Oh, don't push that. There's no way he just survived that, isn't there? Nice little triple kill right now. There's quite a few zombies on his screen, so it's not going to do an awful lot right there.
He missed his movement, and that was instantly the end. Regrets really starting to pull away, can I just say. 100 points, 2nd place only in 65.
Alright, well, this is it. Sit top mid and look there.
12 survival kills. The humans have become wise though, they've all kind of come to greet him. Picks up the last man.
Double kill.
Double kills about as much as you can hope for. 14 survival kills, double anybody else in the lobby. He's going to be a zombie in this final round, though. Regrets played some of the early tournaments, but he has been away. He's actually not one who I'd considered to be taking an early lead. With that being said, it is only game 1. A lot of time for everything to change.
I'm looking at Grizzly right now. He's playing it quite smart, sitting back at spawn, looking across the map, looking top mid, trying to get some sightlines on some of these camping zombies, but he needs to be playing more aggressive in lobbies like this to be getting kills.
If he wants to try, come back from that 2nd place. 2nd through to 5th right now, though. 2nd through to 6th. So close in score. Grizzly's going to be wanting to pull away if he can.
Kill.
He's on a triple right now.
Is that an overkill? Oh!
What a switch.
He's still
And
alive,
attack.
he's still going. He's looking out for these zombies, he's trying to find these spawners. Unfortunately, someone has actually flipped the spawns.
He wanted that tournament there. Keltrosity, though, hyperdrive in
Still
the feed
not
as well.
him into 1st place, though.
That's because Regret's got such a good lead in the early rounds. I don't know, he's going to sit at the back though
Kicking down.
and keep working away.
This is
Last
his
man.
chance. If he doesn't get this now.
Last man for Grizzly.
Oh. Good teleport, that was a good play.
It's the teleporter.
No one's pushing him, they're making this hard for him.
The expertise.
2nd place, not far.
Down he goes.
Not bad at all.
2nd place. He caught up a little bit, but he couldn't quite make it. Well, that was a fairly swift game number 1. We're going to be moving on. Regrets sits at the top of that lobby. Why don't you talk us through the placements? Any opinions you might have?
Well, Regrets actually winning that. Jerks, who I thought would win, coming in down in 6th, but actually 60 points. I think Regrets really did dominate that game. I clicked away from him in the 3rd round, and that's when he seemed to fly away. So obviously picking up quite a few kills, doing something right there. But you see, our top 4 at the moment: Regrets, Grizzly, Hyperdrive, and Harry, all very close in score. And then your bottom are Moxie's Red Death Star and Lost Template.
To move on to the finals, you do need to place inside the top 6 after the scores from all 3 games are counted up. So, people at the bottom of that scoreboard will be wanting to switch up tactics to give them a chance.
So we're looking at Moxie's Lost Template and Red Death Star to be playing well these next couple of games to try and get some points.
And we'll also be looking for Regrets to keep up the momentum. See what he can do moving forward.
Bit of salt in chat.
Infection.
Ghoultown. What do you feel about Ghoultown? How do you like the rotations? What is your
I
playstyle?
quite like Ghoultown. I play this very aggressive off the spawn. When I'm a human, I like to fly up to top mid and try and catch these zombies off guard, because usually people play very passive. as you can see right now, and that's exactly what happens. You play passive and then you get distracted and get killed by someone else.
Straight off spawn, Tarantula did pick up 2
This
infections.
round's going to go very quickly. Jerk's actually going down in the beginning of the round, which isn't going to help him out.
Tarantula trying to put a first place on the board. Early days though, round number 1. Jerks with an
Grizzly
infection. Tarantula, Geosmoke, sorry. Big fan, Grizzly.
Red Death Star getting this last man. Very important for getting the win. Unfortunately, he panics.
50-second round, 45-second round. In fact.
That's the thing about these games, they either go super fast or super slow.
We saw a couple of rounds actually play out in the last game. Well, not play out, but, you know, take their time. But what a way to start a
I
game.
want to see how Jerks is playing as a zombie right now.
When you...
See what he's doing. He seems to be playing it quite passive.
Jerks. 1 infection on the board.
Ooh, not bad.
This round is going so much slower so far.
Not when Harry's pushing aggressive like that. Jesus, that was quite a dangerous play. Oh. Straight into the zombie spawn. Almost paid for us missing his shot. But this is what you need to be seeing in these finals. This is how people pick up kills and how they actually have interesting games. They need to be pushing these spawns and need to be flipping the spawns to screw everyone else over. You want them to play selfishly. And this is how you do it. You push the spawns and make the zombie spawn behind everyone else unsuspectingly.
2 minutes left.
Who are we on board with right now?
I'm just filtering through Tarantula at the moment.
Tarantula sat in first place. 4 infections though. What's doing it for him?
And 7 human kills. Top of both the scoreboards for infections and survivor kills.
Geosma heard us, has picked himself up from 12th place, I think, in the last game. Currently sitting in 3rd.
And Red Death Star as well, who was actually sitting 11th place. Sitting in 3rd now.
And I think what we're going to find is actually these lobbies and who is at the top of the scoreboard are going to switch up literally game to game. Regrets is sat in 2nd place, but you know he's going to have to put in quite a lot of work if he wants to match his 1st place again.
Ooh, Red Death Star. Picking up a triple, but traded with Moxes.
Last shot.
Red Death Star sitting in 2nd place, 11 survival kills.
Looking at hyperdrive. See a lot of people pulling around to top mid now, all these zombies. Playing very aggressive, and he gets taken down by Tarantula. Oh, who are we on with? Let me find someone. Tom, lost template, let's see what he can do. Oh, gets
Lost template. Didn't have such a fun game last game. Gonna be looking to change it with this last man.
Okay, that is
But
terrifying.
it looks like they're all gonna swarm him. Only manages to pick up a single kill.
Survivors eradicated.
Tarantula's still in the lead.
I mean, what are you gonna do with all these zombies coming at you?
Run. That's your only bet.
Run. Yeah, hide.
From experience, I know.
Grizzly with the first point on the board this round.
Tanks is a very sweaty zombie. He knows how to get some disgusting lunges, so I'm going to be looking on with him right now, see if he can do anything exciting to speed up this round.
Currently sitting in 12th, he's going to be wanting to do something to switch that up.
See, the zombies are playing this very slow, very passive this round. This is going to this is not the right strategy for these kind of games. They need to be put right up in the humans' faces, otherwise all the sight line's going to be blocked off. You're not going to be able to get out your spawns, and it's just going to be hell. As you can see, pro tank spawning in and immediately dying. Grizzly getting taken down.
Solar takes down Hyperdrive, Red Death Star takes down Grizzly. And now the humans are falling extremely fast.
Down. Regrets this is his opportunity to take the win. Only 1 kill away from tying. Regrets now tying for the lead. Let's see if he can take this win. Ooh. Now,
Trades Grizzly. He has taken the lead though. 19 survival kills.
Jerks on an overkill.
Ola takes down Geosmith.
Jerks
The zombies aren't pushing him though. He does pick up the last man.
Triple kill. Overkill for Jerks. Kill tap. Jesus Christ, that was some good movement. That's how you get yourself up in second place.
That movement. Bought him the tack. And yeah, what an improvement in scoreboards.
So close in the top 4.
There is a 10-point difference between 4th place and
Terror
first.
actually going down at the beginning of the round once again. That may have just cost him the win right there.
Regrets is going to look to take the lead convincingly in this round. 21 survival kills, 10 more than Tarantula in 2nd place. Who are you on board with for this final round?
Regrets right now. It seems that he does a lot of farming that I just don't quite notice. He's picking up loads of kills.
I think when the kills come in just slowly and constantly, you start to tune out from them, but the work they're doing for the scoreboard is incredible.
2 minutes left.
Oh, not even picking up that kill.
Got a 10-point lead right now.
Ooh.
Taken down by Hyperdrive.
Not very happy
And
about
Jerks
that
is in 2nd now.
Let's jump on Jerks, see what Jerks is doing. Tying for the lead.
Jerks, last up in the top 3. Tying.
Just taking it Grizzly. See if Grizzly can do anything.
Grizzly now in 3rd. This scoreboard is so close, it's impossible to predict. 30 seconds before it happens, what will happen.
Someone has to get a
Prayer tank stalls.
few kills here. Grizzly getting taken down. Jerks is currently sitting on top. Somebody needs to get an infect.
Sola's the last man. Triple kill
Rocky
goes
gets
down.
the win.
The Regrets. And that's the win for Regrets.
Yeah, Regrets Rocky, same person.
Down to the last minute. What a scoreboard. What a ridiculous start.
Top 5 very close in score.
What a ridiculous start to this event. Just avoiding any form of tie, but your top 5 there. 30 points in difference between 1st and 5th. But the differentials between each individual place, predominantly 5 points alone.
Lost Template and Mercs is once again being in that bottom 3. Somehow Hyperdrive actually dropping down to 12th that game after coming up so high the game before.
Drill site. Who will you be looking to this game?
I think this is one of those maps where it's a lot of the infection kill orientated because you don't get a lot of human kills. I think Grizzly's really good at getting infection kills, so that's somebody I want to be looking out for this game. So I think we'll try and start off with him.
Should we kick things off with Grizzly then?
Yes.
When it loads? How fast these games are moving as well. Game number 3 of round 1. We're going to be kicking things off with Grizzly, a zombie off of spawn. Regrets, also a zombie. Looking to see who will take the early lead.
Let's see if we can find him in time. Grizzly actually camping.
And again, we'll be looking to see the zombies make those early kills. Because if they don't get things started fast, it's going to be very hard to pick it up again.
Oh.
Just missed the lunge.
That's how I remember Grizzly flying in like that. That's just disgusting. If he got that kill right there. Ooh.
Bit of a backstory here as well. I'm sure Red Death Star will be watching out for Grizzly on this map. Last time we played it when they were both in the lobby, Grizzly ended up knocking him off the map and costing him a place in the final.
Oh, Grizzly, that was such a good spawn. You didn't even know there was someone down bottom mid in front of you. Oh. Are you watching? Are you still watching Grizzly?
I was still watching Grizzly, but he doesn't appear to be having a lot of action right now. Should we hop on board with Prairie Tanks, currently sitting in 1st place.
2 minutes left.
Watching zombies spawn right now.
Just not reacting in time to get these kills, sadly.
6 survival kills so far, though. I feel like as soon as you see a zombie, though, he's shot by somebody. you know, somebody else from somewhere else on the map, and there's just no time,
That is a very
no
open
time
map.
to react whatsoever.
So many sight lines. Bro, tanks opting. Oh, close, close. Oh no, he's still
What a
gonna
save.
goes down.
What a save! Usma picking up the infect.
Solar on a double kill, making that a triple. Overkill. Looking for a fifth, but oh, just missing out on those spawns right there. You see 3 players actually spawn just below him, just when he looked away.
Tarantula has been taken down, but he did pick up 8 survival kills this round. He is leading.
Red Death Star.
Solar
12.
is as high up the scoreboard as you can get. He takes another zombie there.
Oh my.
What a swarm, not even last man. Didn't have a chance. Red Death
Grizzly
Star,
getting the double kill.
last alive, and we can't
There you
even...
go, 5 infects.
Did you even get to Red Death Star on
I
time?
was watching Grizzly.
Round 2.
Grizzly takes the lead, 5 infects and the flatline
I
bonus.
told you he gets his infects. I don't know where it came from, but he just picked up 5 out of nowhere. He was doing not so well at the beginning of the round.
Zombie kills will work with double human kills. So, I mean, if it works for him,
What do you think about the strategy of just letting yourself get infected and then playing as a zombie?
I mean, that would be a heavy risk to take. Might be one that you could see being worth it, maybe in some slightly less sweaty lobbies than these. If you know that your zombie skills can easily outplay the humans, then that would definitely be a shout. Be interesting to see if anybody were to do that. Grizzly still sat in the lead. He's picked up another infection. Pro Tanks though takes down Regrets.
Red Death Star trading with regrets as well.
Double kill. Infect.
Oh, people going down fast. I'm on with hyperdrive right now.
2 survivors remain.
Last man.
Double kill.
Ooh, he did well to get that.
There he goes.
overkill.
Picks up the overkill.
Overkill.
Pro Tanks actually.
About as much as you can do.
Survivors eradicated.
Pro Tanks and Grizzly tied.
That's what I'm saying. These
In the
lobbies
first
are.
place
He
place
played that
spot.
perfectly, and he still didn't manage to survive longer than 4 kills.
First strike.
First strike this round though is an infection. Solo taking down Geosmirks. Let's see if that means this round plays faster than the previous.
Looking at jerks right now, not seeing a lot of jerks from this game. Currently sat in 9th place with only 4 kills. He's sat now in the spawn trap. He might be able to pick up.
He's been top 3. Top 3 both other games. You expect him to pick it up before the game is over. I think Drill Site plays slightly differently and competitive to some other maps, and some people find it hard to switch their playstyles accordingly.
You've got to get your
Pro
shots
Tanks
on.
currently on top.
With these spawn traps, you've got to get your shots on so you can actually get these kills. And Jerks is, you're seeing people spawn, but he's just not picking up the kills. He's missed out on a good 4 or 5 kills right now, just because his shot's not quite there. And there you go, Solo taking him down out of nowhere.
Going to be taken down.
2 survivors.
Can we jump on board with Hyperdrive if we can get to him? Oh, no. Yep, indeed.
man standing
Last
again.
man.
I don't think he.
Triple kill, overkill. Oh! What a quick reaction time to get that beat down for the attack.
He's playing this like a
Beautiful
multiplayer
shots.
lobby.
Takes him to second place.
In multiplayer, you will want to be sitting down match making. You want to sit down bottom mid and getting your pistol out and spamming across the bridge, but these players are too wise to be doing that really. So the fact that he's picking up any kind of multiplayer is quite surprising. Hyperdrive taking down with regrets. So much for 3 wins in a row for regrets.
Regrets. Currently sat down in 7th place. Doesn't look like there's going to be anything he can do about that.
Hyperdrive actually sitting in first right now after coming 12th last game.
Pro Tanks is going to be wanting to take that first place from him though. He does go down.
Looking at Solo.
Grizzly as well, right there, and Tarantula. Again, 5 points between first and 4th. Top 3, all with the same number of points. If there is a tie, our scorer will be, reminded of the fact that it will go to whoever has the most overall kills in whoever gets the top spot.
Jerks in 11th place.
Jerks goes down to Tarantula. And Tarantula takes the first place spot.
Solo's what in this last man standing. He's playing very, very campy for it, and he gets it. Let's see what he can do. Yeah.
Not an awful lot.
Okay, Terra actually taking the win for the third game.
That is round 1 for Lobby 1 over. They'll be waiting to see if they have done enough, but I think before we announce the top 6, who will be moving to the final, we will give you the gameplay of Lobby 2.
Next up, Lobby 2 play round 1.
We've got a brand new lobby, and we will be starting round 1 all over again. Right now, in this lineup, who are you looking at to take a top 6 spot? Who are you looking at to take a top spot, actually?
It's between Kylo, Jix, and I want to say Raging Fury, but I've not really... I don't think I've seen him play any practice lobbies, but it'll be between them three from what I know already.
Kicking off round number 1 for Lobby 2. Jix, in this lobby, has been playing very well in all of the practice lobbies this week. And Kylo, of course, looking to take back his crown this event.
I'm also really liking Kylo right now because we are repping the same emblem, so I quite like that. Good luck to all the players, and hope you do well.
Let's get things started. Who will we be kicking off this game on board with?
Ooh. Let's start with Step Dreams.
Step X Dreams representing Infection Hub. But don't worry, there will be no bias. Round number 1 is go. Riley the Gamer kicks things off with
Killing
a
Raging
suicide.
Fury off the bat.
Step X Dreams. What a start.
Top of the leaderboard. Well done, Adam. That's that guy right there. Getting another kill, I will. Landon getting taken down. He's feeling himself, Dreams. He's playing so aggressive, he's so happy.
Making the most of getting infected though. Raging Fury did pick up a infection himself. Kylo, 2 human kills so far. Can we jump on board with Kylo for a little bit?
Let's look at that.
I really want to see how he opens things up here. This is the redemption tournament for him.
Spooky lost
If
actually.
he didn't win the last one.
So he may be able to take this win. This is how you want to play this map, by the way. This is the ideal situation. You want people in oven, you want to be stood in this tunnel, you want to be facing this way when people come through this door. Kylo knows this, that's why he stood there now.
And that's why he's currently in 3rd place. Jix, not really started things off yet,
Ooh, Dreams.
but one of the last humans alive, Dreams takes down Kylo Renegade. Uncraze is in 1st,
Oh, down he goes.
and he's dead.
Just as I switched in. Deadly Foamite, let's see what Deadly Foamite.
Seeking Death, the highest human, Deadly Foamite.
Seeking Death goes down, Deadly Foamite goes down. Let's try to get to the last human in time. Jix picks a double kill, gets himself up into 4th with just 4 kills. Christ, this is a close lobby.
Uncraze currently sat on top. Can we take a look at God's Brother? God's Brother came 1st in our qualifier last weekend. Now in the big
I'm
leagues.
expecting to see Uncraze go down in the kill feed. Surprisingly not, Seeking Death doesn't actually pull off the camp kill. I don't know if you saw there, but I've got outlines on. He was actually hiding behind a pipe, and I was expecting to see Uncraze go down, but clearly it has the reaction times of something that reacts very fast.
Reacts very fast. Taking Death. This is an easy infection.
Clearly Uncraze does. Got a bit of a slow round right now. Let's see. We'll jump on board with Raging Fury so you can get some infects. Taking down Landon. Bringing him up into 5th place now.
Hopefully that will be what the zombies needed. The round was playing super slow before.
Gonna be able to get another
If you
camp
can't get that good start. There he goes.
Going for the double, but Dax is too aware for that.
Uncraze is really starting to pull ahead, by the way. 14 survival kills 80 points to 45 in second
And down
place.
he goes. I think Kylo actually let that happen. I was watching Kylo's perspective, and the zombie just... He could have easily killed him, but I think he just let him go towards him crazy and infected him right there. And actually managed to grab the ammo as well. Kylo's playing this very selfish.
Landon it is. Landon it is an unlikely player. Currently in second place, has gone down.
That actually just saved Kylo's life. Interesting play. Oh, that was a good teleport. He managed to put that up very well. Look, I'm just watching Kylo right now. We've got Dreams and Kylo left, stood in this doorway.
1 minute left.
Teking Death just got a double infect.
Crouch it there.
Riley the Gamer. Oh my god. Kylo, what are you gonna do there? What on earth are you gonna do
First
there?
and second infected.
Riley the Gamer scraped through with 6th place in the qualifier last weekend, currently sitting in 12th. Not having a fun time whatsoever. In fact, your 2 players from the qualifier last week, 2 of your 3 players from the qualifier last week. My goodness, I can't talk. Currently sitting in the bottom 3. Uncrazed
It's only
though.
game 1.
Zombie this
It's
round.
only game 1.
It is only game 1.
Can't count him out just yet.
I like talking big very early on in the lobbies, because then, you know, once in a blue moon I'm correct and I can feel good about myself. Another slow moving lobby round, sorry. No infects so far.
If Uncrazy is a step at the pace, it looks like Step at Streams is actually going to be able to take his lead at this rate. Ooh, that was
God's brother.
a nasty lunge. Very lucky to survive that.
2 minutes left. Zombie Hunter. Double kill.
We've got Dots here. This is a player I'd actually not seen any lobbies before, I'm not going to lie. Currently sat in 4th place, doing quite well for himself.
He'll be looking to close the gap. Currently only 10 points behind second.
Dots is actually playing...
Again, this is...
You go.
Last shot.
I was going to say, again, this is a really close, you know, top 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's another very close. It's another very close game.
But yeah, Dots. The way Dots is playing right now, this is how I would play Hellfire normally. Because you see a lot of zombies spawning up, and you can get that spawn trap quite well if you just hold your magnum out and look across. Every so often you'll have a couple spawn up top mid, so you can just switch around. And getting last man up here is very good as well, because there's so many escape points. You can go down the lift, you can go down the stairs and climb up into oven, or opt to go underneath oven and go round to where those little stairs are. There's so many escape points, and I think it's just such a powerful position to be in, for, especially for last man. Darksy getting an infect on King Death right there. Raging Fury spotting her.
Dots goes down to Kylo.
Raging Fury managed to taking down Landon, very unsuspecting.
30 seconds.
30 seconds left, let's see if this round can end. Only 4 people remaining. Jix being highest on the leaderboard with a lot of zombies on his screen right now.
Manages to stay alive though.
Dreams is very intimidating.
Jix started off this game very slow, but he's picking things up now. Has gone down.
Got Deadly Foam at his last one.
Kylo with a double infect.
Double kill.
Oh my.
It's again, what are you gonna do? What do you suggest there? How do you... Is there a way to make last man's work, do you think, whatsoever? Or is it always gonna be about the early round kills?
It depends who's playing as last man and where they've got last man. Because in a position like that, if he had some magnum left, I feel like he could have got a good few kills. But all he had was like 5 shotgun shots, so he couldn't really do much not to let all the zombies stack on him. But a lot of the players were quite far away when he was getting his last man, so he probably could have picked up a lot more kills and survived for at least one wave of zombies right there. It's just all about positioning.
Uncrazing Kylo battling it out for first place. Uncraze currently on an overkill.
Try and find him.
Starting to pull ahead. This is the last round, so everything now counts. There are 2 zombies crouched right round this corner.
And he managed to pick up both kills.
Takes them both down. 22 survival kills so far for Uncraze.
23, but he trades with God's brother who just spawned right there.
2 minutes left.
But, you know, he's now got a 35-point lead. He's pulled ahead sufficiently. And he's now got the chance for those double points.
Okay.
Kylo's going to have to go off if he wants to take first place back.
It's looking like Kylo's trying to play for this last man, because he screwed everyone over by flipping these spawns, and that is a lot of zombies coming towards him. Picking up the multi-kill though, using the teleporter to his advantage, trying to screw over Raging Fury. This might work out in his favour of getting this last man. You're going to pick up some more Magnum kills across the map.
Kylo's
Bringing it back, only 4 kills to go, triple kill right now.
Dane, there's the triple.
That's an overkill, there's a zombie crouching up next to him, but he doesn't suspect. He needs to turn around, Kylo. Oh, Raging Fury are going to get last man. On a kill Kilimanjaro right now. Raging Fury, wow. Bringing it back to 3rd place.
Raging Fury?
Yeah.
Going off in the last minutes of the game. And Crazed ended up taking that. Was it that Kylo and Raging Fury did not tie? No. And Crazed ended up taking the 1st place. Starting off strong. Kylo and him were so close right up until the end of that game. Things really started to run away. Talk us through that scoreboard.
When you announced you asked me before the game who I thought was going to do well. I said my few, and then I noticed Uncraze, and I was like, I should have said Uncraze. And that bites me in the ass. There he is, look, winning the game. That's all because I didn't say him. If I'd have said him, he would have come 12th, I'm telling you right now. But there you go, Kylo doing well. Raging Fury, well, I've never known Raging Fury like how he plays in these lobbies, so doing well in his first game. Picking up a Kilimanjaro, which is actually quite impressive. Got Landon, who I played with earlier, who seems to be very impossible to infect, coming in the top 4. Jix coming down in 6th, who was one of the higher seeded players from our last tournament, and then we've got Riley Gamer at the very bottom of the leaderboard with his 30 points, and Deadly Thermite 45, and Dots with 75.
Next game is Ghoultown, game number 2, round 1, lobby 2. We will get things started.
Okay, chat, who are we rooting for to win this game, chat? And who are you rooting for as well, Kalal?
I mean, I'd love to see Jix pick things up a little bit.
I want to see Uncrazy and Kylo.
Who are we going to be kicking things off with?
Ooh. I want to see Raging Fury. I want to see how he plays this map. I'm quite interested in that.
Should we kick things off on board with Raging Fury then?
I mean, we have to. I mean, following that amazing Kilimanjaro at the end of Hellfire, he's got to do something amazing in this game, surely.
When Lobby 1 played Ghoultown, what was really a helping hand for them was just, you know, continuously killing early game. There wasn't. I think this was the game where feeds started stacking up, and we didn't really notice. Kills started stacking up.
Yeah.
Sorry, without there being any feeds.
I regrets getting lots and lots of kills just without me even noticing. Honestly, he just said that at some point he's on 20 kills right now. I was like, what? On board with Raging Fury.
Raging Fury. What can he do?
He's going to push forward to check these spawns, try and get some kills off the bat. People actually did get infected, Deadly Thermite going down. Got 4 zombies that she's going to help out quite a lot with the flow of this round. But they're not playing too aggressive.
When those zombies get off to a fast start, usually you start to see things pick up, but not right now. And Jix has heard me, and he's currently leading.
4 kills already, wow. They're actually getting the infect on Dreams, and you can see over there. The spawns have actually flipped, which is probably why Dreams went down.
2 minutes left.
Uncrazed is back in the lead though, picking up kills already on 7.
It's playing exactly like last game of Ghoultown. People just pick up kills you don't even notice. Still on
God's brother
Uncrazed.
taking down Landon it is in the feed.
Hit your shots Uncrazed, there you go.
Picking up the double.
Taking down Raging Fury as well. A lot of this players seem to just unsuspecting of Uncrazed's position right now. As I say that.
Pushing him though. And down he goes. Jix is still up, currently sat in second place.
Oh, last man standing.
Picks up the last man.
Very
Movement.
quick. But nice triple kill.
Keeps him alive for the triple kill with beautiful movement, but, you know, nothing doing as the last man. Only 10 points behind Uncraze right now, though.
See, Dots just took a lot of bullets right there.
Seeking death for the early infect on Landon. It is. Who are you on board with?
Looking at Uncraze right now, pushing into the spawns. It looks like he's going to be trying to flip them, trying to get some people infected. He doesn't know that. Oh! God's brother going to be taking that rather than Uncraze. Very lucky. What's that dream song?
Step Extremes with a few kills in the feed. Has been taken down there.
Uncraze now going to be trying to get these spawn kills, but players do know not to run across that bridge at this point.
Left.
Jix still sat in second place, only 10 points behind Uncraze. How is he getting along?
Oh, Dreams this play is very aggressive as a zombie's flying. Whenever you see him, he's like 20 feet in the air, flying at about 50 miles an hour at someone. I want to hop on board with him, see how he's playing this, because I feel like he's going to get a few infects soon.
Crouching. Looking for somebody to take down.
Somebody. Can use his teammate as B, mistake. And it works out for him.
Whoa. What a play. Taking down a deadly Thermite.
Looking at Ryan's gamer right now. He's currently sat in 7th place, picking himself up from last game where I was sat in 12th. He seems to be playing very passive, not really going for the kills, kind of wanting to try and stay alive rather than start the farm. He's going to opt to go into cage, which is actually I've seen players get killionaires in these kind of lobbies in cage, so this could work out for him. Picking up a triple kill right now, make that an overkill. Very nice. Bringing himself up into 4th place.
Overkill. Infected.
4th place from 12th place in the last game. This is definitely what he wants to be doing.
Ooh, Uncraze.
Uncraze is a zombie this round.
And Kylo.
Kylo takes down deadly Thermite. And Kylo's pushed himself into 2nd place. I hadn't noticed where he'd slipped down to, but he's back.
This is Jix's round to take his lead though.
We jump on board with Jix.
Let's see what Jix is doing.
Slow start. Not a kill on the board yet. He does have 14 survival kills though, 2nd most in the game.
2nd to Uncraze.
When all the humans are bunching like this though, there's not an awful opportunity to get kills. You kind of need to be out on your own because you're one of so many pistols.
He's kind of just staring at this hallway right now. He's not really. I don't think they recognise that the spawns are not going to. They're not going to be spawning in human spawn. They're going to be spawning more towards where the SMG actually spawns on Infection. As you can see, I don't know if you saw it in the background, but a player just spawned in on the other side of the map. Jix actually going into the pipes, which is a strat that Jerks used last time we played this, which worked out very well from him. I think he managed to pick up a kill tackle sat in here as last man standing. But also, T-King Death taking the same strategy. It seems like all the humans are going to collapse into these pipes right now, which is actually going to work out very well for them because there's only 3 ways they can come in, and they can't really jump up high and get all these ridiculous angles. They can just watch a pipe each, and they should be able to hold it down. However, Jix is sitting very close.
I'd like to point out,
Every zombie outside.
we've got a new leader here. Landon it is, and every zombie is sat right outside
my.
the pipes waiting to swarm.
Jix actually getting the last man. Still surviving. Jesus, that's him taking the lead. I don't know how he survived for so long right there.
That was such a planned assault. They all sat there waiting, working together.
That was so scary because I don't know if you got the outlines on, but on that far pipe you could see about 4 or 5 players just stood there. It was like they were counting down until when to go in.
Jix sat tied in the lead
Melee
with
and Jix.
Uncraze.
Wow, he seems happy about that one. Uncraze, teabagging and excitement. I'm taking it. Currently in first place in the last round, so it looks like Jix is out of the running. It looks like Uncraze can take this. It's between really Uncraze and Kylo this game.
I don't know if Jix takes down Uncraze early.
Oh, I wasn't hoping for that.
There is still always a chance. Kylo, though, will be looking to put some more points on the board, take a first place if possible.
Jix is playing very
Step
passive.
Extremes also in 5th.
My boy Adam.
I'm surprised. I didn't expect to see Landon. It is quite so far up the scoreboard, but it is what it is.
It's Landon, that's what it is.
That is indeed what it is.
I saw Raging Fury.
Jix hasn't been able to put a single infection down this game.
I saw Raging Fury picking up a few kills in the feed, so naturally I check over him, see what he's doing, and it's not an awful lot when I've checked, but you know, he was picking up some kills, I swear. I think it's just the curse when people get kills when I'm not looking.
Just missing out on the action.
Dots seems to be picking up a lot of kills as well this round. If I go to Dots now, he won't do anything.
Raging Fury, sorry, currently sat in last place, going to be wanting to pick things up.
Wow.
Dots. Also nothing going on Dots' screen right now. You really do have a talent.
It's honestly.
1 minute left.
Oh, he did pick up one. That's a kill. We got one on stream. There you go, guys.
Kylo has pushed his way into 2nd place, knocking Jix down to 3rd. Dots, though, only 5 points behind. Again, a really close top 4.
Ooh. God's brother, nearly being taken down right there. This is exactly how you don't want to play these games. When you're a zombie, you don't want to play in this passive. I don't know if you saw, but Jix was playing very, very passive at the beginning of the round. This is not how you play these kind of lobbies. You've got to play aggressive and get in these humans' places. Kylo going down.
Finally, Jix takes down Kylo. And that's the first infection. And then
Lackland!
Landon follows up by taking down Step Extremes. And the humans are all going to fall in the last 30 seconds.
Kylo on top right now.
But at this point though, you've given them an entire round to just feed on you.
Uncraze getting
But last man.
Let's see what he can do. No, second place. Jix getting the win. With that last infect. Wow.
The zombies had literally taken down nobody until the last 30 seconds when suddenly everybody swept off the board. Talk us through that scoreboard.
Well, I don't know what happened right there. I thought Jix was down and out for the count, but honestly with that round. But the way he played it, he seems to know something I don't, because nobody was getting kills all round, and then at the end of the round he picks up 2 infects and manages to take the win. I don't know how he managed to pull that off, but okay. Jix coming from 6th place last game and up for a victory. Uncraze was 1st, dropping down to 2nd. Kylo was 3rd.
Jix really did come out of nowhere
Wait,
right at the end of the
Raging
game.
Fury dropping all the way down to 12th after picking up a very nice Kilimanjaro last game. Someone that is quite consistent that I'm noticing is Dots. He's not really very high up on the lead on the scoreboard, but he's not in the bottom half. He's lingering around 5th, 6th, 7th kind of place for these past couple of games, and right at the game, actually picking up his act and coming in 6th that game as well. After quite a few nice plays in the middle of the game, bringing him to 4th.
Riley the Gamer, 12th in game 1, going to be wanting to do higher than 6th if he wants a shot. Who will we be kicking off our final game of round 1 on board with?
I want to see. I kind of want to start with Dreams again.
Let's take a look at Step Extremes. Adam putting in work for Infection Hub. See what he can do. Represent as well.
He's a zombie.
No pressure.
That's exactly what I wanted. I want to see what he does as a zombie.
So is Uncraze as well. Be interesting to see how they get off to a good start. If they get off to a good start, sorry.
If I can find him in time, there he is. Zombies playing very passive off the
Hiding
map.
behind a crate.
I thought they'd be flying out, but they're all kind of crouching behind different objects at the moment.
It's exactly what you don't want to see from a competitive lobby.
Somehow picking up that
Oh,
infect.
although,
wow.
as you say that,
Gonna make it.
Darksy goes down.
That was...
Kylo takes the early lead.
Dax is not going to be very happy about that, even if, like, raging that the banister didn't save him, but here we are. This is a horrible map to play.
I mean... Seb Extremes, though, is taking down Riley the Gamer as well.
Ooh, and nearly jukes.
Almost makes it a double. Who should we jump on board with?
Looking at Landon, this is a position that I don't normally see in these kind of lobbies. Watching people climb up this crate. He's also noticing on his radar some interesting movement of somebody coming up those stairs, so he's going to have to be careful of that. Might just take down Riley the Gamer. Going down now to pick up the kill and Seeking Death, getting all these kills. He's a very greedy boy. See a lot of zombies running around just below him. I don't know if I've got the outlines on, so all the zombies seem to be running through the bottom of the house at the moment. But Landon once again in this spot.
Jix! Can I just say, Jix briefly had 4 zombies right below him, yet none of them noticed him.
He once again has quite a lot of zombies on him, but he's picking up the triple kill, and he's going to keep on going, using that rotation to get himself out of these dangerous positions.
I would be absolutely terrified in this situation right now, but he keeps his cool. And he stays
looks like
alive.
He's going to get this last man, honestly. Oh, just saving Landon's life. Oh, maybe not getting last man. I'm not too sure now. He does!
Last man picks it up.
Triple kill. Landon's still being on top, though.
Survivors eradicated.
That takes him to fourth
12
place.
kills for Landon.
God's brother as well.
Wow.
Can I just say, God's brother has not been placing well this series so far whatsoever. Currently sitting in 3rd place, however. Yeah, and Landon's that player who I didn't even talk about when I was saying about who might do well in these lobbies.
Something that's quite funny, I don't know if you just saw, but I just switched over to Darksea, and he went back up to the same spot as he did last round. But then he turned around and realised, yeah, I'm not making that mistake again. I wonder if anybody's going to repeat what Grizzly did before and ground pound that crate and get someone off the map. It looked very tempting.
Don't give anybody ideas.
It looked very tempting. There was 2 players on it.
Landon, 14 kills. Kylo, 8 survival, 2
Dream
infects.
picking up a double kill.
Looking to take the 1st place.
Looking to make some make it a triple.
2 minutes left.
Back at the bottom of the scoreboard again, Riley the Gamer and Deadly Thermite both without a point so far.
Can I just say this is going a lot
You're going to want to do
faster.
something to change
A
that.
lot faster than the last one, qualifiers. In less than an hour, we've managed to play 6
yeah,
games.
for sure. Oh, for sure, yeah. The qualifiers last weekend, I feel like moved so slowly. It was even in times hard to talk throughout the gameplay. But you know, no lack of action right now.
Seems like everyone's
It's exactly what we want to see.
17 kills by the middle of round 2 is just insane in comparison.
In a competitive lobby, full stop, 17 kills.
Goes
Only
picking up
halfway
a
through
double
the
kill.
game.
Mate, waiting for that triple, nearly getting it.
Conversion.
Let's
He started to turn things around.
hopping on board with Landon.
Currently in 2nd place.
Oh no,
Survivors remain
not what you want. Kylo just going down.
That Extremes
Raging Fury
also
last
goes
man
down.
standing. Let's see if he can do anything. Opting to go to bottom mid for last man standing, which normally never works out really in these lobbies. I don't think last man standing on drill site ever works out anywhere, honestly. But bottom mid just isn't seeming to be the play, honestly.
God's brother, Landon it is, and Raging Fury currently 1st through to 3rd. These leaderboards switching up so quickly. I don't think
Kylo being the only
I didn't
consistency.
have that.
Up in top 4 once again, Kylo. Jipped down into 6th. Uncrazy.
Where is Uncraze?
Uncraze
Uncraze
is
is
10th.
currently sat in 10th
2
place.
kills.
Did he just like wind down? Did he turn off his aimbot? What happened?
I think he's eating a sandwich right now, honestly. I think he's just hungry. Probably just playing it cool. I mean, he won the first game. He's like, I'm content with that. I could probably make it through, right? I think that's how he's playing it.
Away, fetching his salami, maybe. Kylo Renegade back to 1st place,
That's back to normal.
switching so fast. There we go. God's brother though. God's brother's still in second.
Dreams is currently like Landon was in this spot as well on the first round. This is just something that I've not seen before. You don't often see players sitting here to get the spawn trap kill. So it seems to be working out very well for them actually. I might have to try this myself in the future because the way that they're playing it, they're kind of just standing up at the top house and then looking down as the zombies climb up over this crate, kind of blocking them in the sniper spawn. Because they can't go the other way, and the only way they can go is up the stairs, and that's if the humans don't shoot them in time. As you can see right now, 3 players actually going up the stairs.
Uncraze is in last place, by the way.
What's he doing?
Kylo. 15-point lead currently. Landon though, more survival kills. And Raging Fury now up there as well. I'm going to stop making predictions how this game's going to finish.
Let's look at Raging Fury. Might be able to pick up this double kill. Nope. God's brother. He's not going to be very happy about that, I can tell. Dream's still alive. 6th place. Let's go on.
Kylo though is really starting to pull ahead.
No, never mind, just died.
And he's dead. Landon, last up in the top 3.
Playing it very, very carefully, making sure he doesn't advertise his location whatsoever, but his teammate isn't really
Zombies
helping
keep
him.
pushing past him.
Last man standing for him right now.
Takes the last man though.
See if he can do anything with this.
Shouldn't have put away his pistol off, that first shot missed. Ends up getting completely swarmed. Kylo's back on top, Raging Fury though, high placement, wanting to make it through to the finals. All top 3, all zombies. We jump on board with God's brother.
Who are we watching?
I'm currently on board with God's brother.
Where is he? There he is. Oh wow, that was really weird. I don't know what just happened, but I went to his screen and it was like a really trippy transition that just happened and it made me feel a bit sick. A zombie pushed him right then, he started panicking and shooting everything.
Highest on the scoreboard currently as a human. He has entered the top 3 now. Will it be enough to make up for his earlier losses?
Spawn trapping Kylo Renegade.
Pistol is doing work.
Running away as soon as Darksy goes down, he's going to be looking out for some extra kills. Oh, it doesn't
That's
really
exactly what you want to do. Give up your teammate and win the game. Currently in 2nd place. Could he perhaps take the win? Gonna have to do a lot of work before he gets any form of cursed last
He needs
man.
to find himself some magnum ammo if he wants to be able to take this win. He needs to try and rotate back to where his teammate just died to try and get his ammo because he's not going to be able to do an awful lot with this shotgun, I don't feel. Unless if he can get himself this last man, but no, he's not. Kylo taking the win, it looks like.
Kylo in from the back.
Yep.
God's brother though, low placements early games, making his way all the way up to 2nd place.
Kylo will be quite happy with
And
that.
Raging Fury as well. Kylo taking his first win. To recap, I think Uncraze won your first game, Jix won your second, Kylo won your third. All 3 of them stayed fairly consistent, apart from Uncraze,
Dropping into
ended
11th.
up in 11th place at the end of that game. Well, that is all of the games from round 1, complete lobby 1 and lobby 2. We're going to have to throw to a break, but before we do that, I'd like to give a huge shout out to Carnell Concreting, PTY on Instagram, who for the first time are allowing us to give away a headset to the winner of this tournament, the first ever prize in a competitive Infection event. Turtlebeach Recon 200 headset, and we can do that thanks to Carnell Concreting, PTY on Instagram.
Next up, the top 6 players from both lobbies battle it out in the grand finals.
In 5 maps, we will have our winner. But now, Studio 17, with probably the most stacked lobby I think I've ever seen. Regrets and Kylo won their round 1 lobbies. It'll be interesting to see how they play going forwards. What will you be looking for as these 2 lobbies merge? Who do you think might come out on top?
It's going to be obviously between Regrets and Kylo, but we've also got a few other people who came close to the top as well. Pretty sure that we had Jerks come up fairly high, Terror actually come up pretty high as well. Not to mention Jix and Crisley too, and Uncraze actually as well. Don't forget him. I did that last time, and when I did that, he won 2 games in a row just to prove a point.
Who are we kicking things off with this
right
game?
Whenever you find Studio 17, you seem to see that all the zombie starters at the round off the exact same by crouching on that corner. There's always there's normally 2 around there, and there's one just kind of floating around somewhere randomly in the map, and that's Grizzly at the moment, who just got taken down.
First kill of the finals went to Kylo. Regrets, and Kylo already points on the board, opening up strong.
Very quiet start, as usual. Got Landon in their spot at the moment.
These zombies are not really pushing that much. Uncraze is still not kind of pushed out of his spawn. Kylo taking an early lead. Right up there with Regrets.
It's going to be very hard for the zombies to actually get some infect on this map, because the way to get infects in these lobbies is to play very aggressive, but there's a lot of space, and there's a lot of space for humans to pick up some pistol kills, and it's quite hard for the zombies to maneuver around. With obviously, if they want to come from Oscars over there, they're going to struggle to get into the middle of the map because of this little roof that's over these stairs. So they have to obviously run up and then try and get a jump inside to get some momentum, but by the time they've done that, they'll normally get picked off by someone who's sitting back either high up on the Acolyte or down in the CE door.
We're already over halfway through the round, not a single infection so far. I think we saw the round 1 lobby playing fairly fast, much faster than we saw the qualifiers last weekend, but it'd be interesting now to see if things slow down because it is the final. Everybody seems somewhat reluctant to push anything right now, going into the final minute.
Regrets, Terrorantula, Jix and Jerks. All the players that I mentioned. I'm quite happy with my predictions.
Seeding working out. Are you quite happy with your predictions? Who do you predict then? Let's do it now. Who do you predict are your top 3 for the at the end of the event?
End of the event. I think Kylo's definitely going to be up there. I think Regrets is playing quite consistently, as you can see right now, sitting in first place, and it's going to be between Terrorantula, Jix, and Jerks for the top 3 spot, I think, as well. So
that's a very easy way out, man. Just read out the 5 top names, why don't you?
I think Regrets we've been doing very consistent. Kylo is always in the top 3. Let's be honest, is just too good. And for the 3rd place, I'm not too sure, but I think Kylo's got the win. Regrets 2nd, and personal preference, I'm going to go with Jerks 3rd. What about you?
And I think we're about to go an entire round without a single infection.
What are you thinking for your top 3?
My top 3. God, I mean, would love to see Regrets pull a win. I'm still sticking with Jix. I'm hoping to see him somewhere in there. He was just playing so ridiculously in the practice lobbies, and obviously Kylo. I don't know, I'd like to see Kylo not win again, if I'm honest, and I mean that
in the nicest way.
In the least malicious way possible. You know, I'd like to see this new season really be cementing, you know, new players on the competitive scene. But again, we are off to another slow start. Is this going to be another round without any infections? This isn't what we want to see in our final. We want to be seeing some action, but again, at the same time, it might be the smartest way to play things. Get a feel for the other players in your new lobby. Take things slow, and maybe pick things up in the next 4 games.
What you see is Taylor goes down. What you see is in these lobbies. Oh no, Regrets goes down. Sorry. Is that with other maps, I think Studio plays a lot differently because the humans don't tend to expand out of their spawns an awful lot. I think the furthest they'll go is where they are now, which is just sitting in the where the Magnum spawns on Infection, and that's really as far as they go. They kind of just block off one side of the map and force the zombies to spawn like over there. But when it comes to like a map like Hellfire, you see them pushing into the spawns continuously and flipping them round. So this map plays very different, and it's a lot slower naturally because of that. You'll have to have 1 or 2 players push out aggressively to get the flow of things going, which is kind of what's going on now.
A couple of humans have gone down now. Terrorantula in 2nd place, last human in the top 3, currently up. Tarantula into first place.
Who are you on board with?
I'm currently watching Tarantula. He is the highest player, still alive. The zombies are, you know, really doing work this round. Desperate not to have another one play quite as slowly. But we have entered the last minute and there still are 4 players up. God's brother won our qualifier last weekend. Interesting to see how he's doing, having made it to the finals.
Got Landon, Raging Fury, God's brother, and Jerks last up now. Raging Fury on a double kill at the moment, getting 2 for 1 with the explosive. Picking up 1 more kill. No, no, killing zombie foot slayer. That's killing frenzy. Yep, zombie slayer. I know my things. Why have I just gone on 4GM?
Can I just say? Can I just say that only 3 of our qualifier players have made it through to the grand final, and one of them is God's brother. Last man.
Not bad.
Overkill.
Where is he on the scoreboard?
I mean, that's a fairly good last man.
Not bad.
Again, that round played down to the last 10 seconds, can I just say. Raging Fury has made his way up to joint 3rd.
Trying to find him.
And that's not going to be a fun scoring if it continues the way it is. Raging Fury and Jerks have the exact same amount of kills.
Oh wow. Has Jerks had a zombie round? I don't think he has yet, has he?
I don't think so.
Another slow starting round once again.
Jerks is currently just spinning around in the middle of the map, just walking around a tree.
I mean, that's how you do actually win games. It's the tree dance. Do you not know?
This entire thing is all down to the tree dance, but a couple of infections have come in. Grizzly and Landon, I think it was, who went down.
Jerk's nearly going down. I think he's getting a little bit too lost in his tree dance right there.
Jerks was saved by the tree dance, if anything. I think it's what really played him, gave him the extra edge. The zombies are still playing so passive.
I suppose the flip now, it's going to be a lot more dangerous because they've lost control of the CU spawn, and that's like the safety spot. So it's going to be a lot quicker of a round now as the humans seem to be fighting their way back up into that little area. I see a lot of zombies spawning in green room now.
Also, excuse me?
That's what happened with Partisan Judgment. Regrets actually on a kill atrocity.
I'd also like to add to the fact that somebody who I don't think anybody, who neither of us popped in our top 3, Raging Fury, currently in 3rd place. Going with Kylo though.
1 minute left.
Jerk's only 1 kill behind.
I don't know, this feels like such a slow game. It feels like it's an entire...
Wow, what a lead. He's got a 50-point lead.
It feels like It does feel like the playstyles for this lobby have just completely changed. Every single person is switching it up. 35-point lead though. He's a strong one, but Tarantula actually has more human kills. This is a farm right now.
Let's see if Regrets can survive this situation. He doesn't have any magnum, and he's going to have to let some zombies come close to him. As you can see them all flying past him right now. Ooh. Picking up a double kill. Jerks is starting to pick up a couple kills as well.
10 seconds.
Gone crazy on a double kill.
Down to the last 10 seconds. It's going to be another
Only 1
survival.
shot left in his gun though, so nicely done. Top 3 infected.
That's Regrets, Tarantula, and Jerks. Who are you on board with?
Grizzly right now. He's looking towards that corner where everyone seems to push. He's thinking about jumping, but he's opted not for it. Oh, every round starts the same. Come on.
If they can't get that kill in that first life, the zombies, it really does set the pace for the entire round. This has just been such a slow game. So fascinating how we go from such action-packed round ones to just
I think that's
slowness.
just because the map's just hard to play as a zombie. We might have to think of not including studio in the future. Because every game seems to play out quite similar to this one, and not a lot really happens.
Can I just point out, Landon was a surprise player playing so well in the last round, currently sitting all the way down in 11th, Hyperdrive 12th. They're going to be wanting to pick things up, but they do have another 4 games to do so. Crisley goes down to Tarantula,
Go try and hop
but it looks like Regrets has pulled away.
See, Uncrazy.
Regrets is 95 points ahead of Kylo, can I just say.
I'm going to look at Uncrazy right now, see if he can manage to pull his way back up into first place. He's the closest, well, him and Jerk, but closest to the top right now that are humans. So, they're candidates for getting first. Jix seems to be able to get some kills actually. Let's switch over.
Dix enters the top 3.
That's a lot of zombies.
Humans are finally starting to go down in the last minute
Control
of the
map's
game.
been switched with the humans actually on the other line of the map now. As I said before, there was a little wall that the humans tend to make, and this kind of switched now where they're at where the zombies normally stay. Who's got last man? Let's see.
1 minute left.
Raging Fury with last man. Okay. Terrorite's just melting him right there.
Well,
There we have it. Regrets winning with 190 points.
that was such an odd game to watch. Every round played so slowly right until the end. Regrets actually picked himself up a Killtrocity in that game. I think that was the highest multi-kill. Why don't you talk us through the scoreboard? How you think things might play out as we continue.
Whoa, Kylo Renegade, 8th place. Wow, okay. So our 2 top seeded players right there were Regrets and Kylo Renegade. And we've got Kylo Renegade, obviously, who's the player who's done the best in the tournaments in the past. Obviously, pretty much always coming in the top 3, sorry. But we got Regrets coming through. And I think he's won 3 games today now. Kicking it off with the first game today of the rounds, final round. We've got Regrets on top, we've got Terrorite the second, Jix third, Jerks 4th, Uncraze 5th, and then at the bottom we've got Lachlan, Crisley, and Hyperdrive. Hyperdrive actually being a player that didn't play too well in his round, but managed to actually pick up a win at some point as well. Okay, going into game 2 now, we've got Doubloon. How do you think Doubloon normally plays out in these lobbies?
See, the thing is, Doubloon's quite a fairly close quarters map, I think, as far as these maps are concerned. As the main street where everyone kind of stands on all the houses while they try to take their power positions. I don't know. I don't think any of these maps play like we see them usually playing competitive when it's a lobby quite this stacked. Game number 2 of 5 of our grand finals of the Infection Hub Invitational, presented by Carnell Concreting, Carnell Concreting PTY on Instagram. Kicking things off with Hyperdrive.
This lobby looks so sweaty, man. Look at all those like short names, jeez. Where's that?
This isn't a matchmaking site I'd enjoy whatsoever.
Yeah,
Hyperdrive.
bottom.
He's gone low.
Interesting strategy, honestly. Not normally what players normally do when they play Doubloon, but you never know. He might know something we don't.
Everyone being very cautious right now. Nobody really pushing out.
Which is interesting, because normally when you play Doubloon, you find the zombies tend to fly at the human spawn to try and get some infects around this little corner right here and try and cancel it. Solo was trying it, but he did miss his lunge, unfortunately, and Regrets is going to tell him off, basically. Put him in his place.
Jerks currently leads. I think he was 4th last game. Jix in 2nd. But these are very early games, first minute of the game.
I think someone that actually does really well on this map normally, from what I've seen, is Kylo. I think he normally comes out quite well. Comes out on top a lot. So that's definitely something to be looking out for.
We're looking to see him pick things up, and this might be the momentum boost he
The zombies
needs.
need to stop playing so passive, because when you're playing passive, you're just throwing away your games, really. You need to get them infects, because them infects are worth more than your survival kills. If you can manage to infect, like Kylo for example, he's not going to get any survival kills that round, and you're going to be picking up more kills than him, more points. So these zombies need to be playing more aggressive, much faster. As you see right now, Raging Fury kind of just playing it like low in the back. There you go, take it down those players.
Tarantula did get a double infect.
Going for the double, almost getting it, but bouncing off of an object right there. Kylo Renegade, looking at him right now. Almost being taken down by Landon.
Tarantula leads. Be interested to see how Uncraze plays this game. I feel like I kind of saw him disappear a little bit in the last one. Jerks comes in, cleans up.
Grizzly, how are you still alive? You.
Oh my gosh, that
was insane. He picks up the kill on Jix as well, who falls off the map. We've got 3 players stood in this house right now, the Saw House. All hiding down bottom.
Surely this is the end of them, though.
Try and find somewhere else.
Zombies can
God's
come
brother
from
getting last
every
man
angle.
underneath the stairs.
Last man.
Nice one. Okay. Seems God's brother gets a lot of last man standings in these lobbies.
Survivors eradicated.
Again, playing slow at the start, that round did speed up quite rapidly, though. I don't know. Jerks picks up 2 very early kills. That's bad for the zombies going into round number 2.
I haven't seen Jerks yet. What's he doing? There he is. Jix playing very aggressive, almost getting that double kill there, but Solar managing to pummel him to the ground. Jerks' aim is something different. The way he moves his sticks is... He just doesn't look like everyone else. It looks so much smoother. It looks kind of robotic in a way. It's strange. He seems to do like a lot more spin.
Narrowly avoids getting taken down now. Jix did pick up the infect on Solar.
Double kill for Jerks, triple kill.
Jerks on a triple right now.
He needs
Watching the zombie spawn, misses the headshot.
He needs to run. Yeah, he recognises the danger. That's experience right there.
He had no other teammates on his half of the map. Does make sure to back up, and now he's 1 of 3 left
God's brother
alive.
getting taken down. Got Jerks and Uncraze left. Jerks playing it low.
What can Jerks
Almost
do
falling
right
off the
now?
map. Down he goes.
Stays alive for so long, doesn't manage to pick up the last man.
Had him.
Who was last man?
To me. Just in time as I got to, he died.
Uncraze has taken the lead in that last round, joint with Jerks. He's a zombie as well at the start of this round.
2 players up in this house right now. Regrets is a...
Raging Fury.
We're aware. He could easily have been infected so many times right now. These zombies just don't know. They could have easily popped out and killed him.
And I just say regrets all the way down in 11th right now. Joint 12th actually with Raging Fury.
They're actually taken down.
That's not what we expected to see whatsoever after an early win. So many wins today
This is
so
close,
far.
Though. Only 40 points between 12th and 10th. 12th and 1st, sorry.
That may well be the story of this final. Slow, close games.
God, I hope not. I want someone to hit a kill, you know.
Where's Spooky lost when you need him? Where's the Jix from the practice lobbies? The Jix who was hitting theirs in lobbies like this. It's time to turn up. Give
Play
us some
aggressive.
action.
Push
That's
those
what we want.
spawns.
That's what we need. Tarantula back in the lead. Again, still joint with Jerks. I mean, it's still so close. Kylo has also fallen down to 12th. I don't know what happened there. Kylo really starting to lag behind. After winning his lobby, this isn't what you expect to see. You expect to see the momentum continue.
Picking up an infect right there.
Not
He's
at all
getting
right
double.
now.
Picking up at the kill on Regrets actually, which is his main competition at the moment.
Jax is the last stop at the top of the scoreboard.
Jerks before he dies.
Well, the Grizzlies only 10
Let
points
go,
behind.
seriously.
2 survivors remain.
Jix and Jerks opposite ends of the map right now. Jerks is going to pick up the
Let's see
last
what he
man.
can do with this. This looks stressful. That is a lot of zombies if he can survive right now. He seems to manage quite well actually. That was a nice kill-tacular.
Round 1.
That's about as well as you can play a last man.
Obviously getting overwhelmed. Zombies coming from all directions right there. Do you think he's done it? Do you think he's managing to win that game with getting 100 points in the last 3 rounds? Do you think Tarantula and Grizzly and Uncraze can actually pull it back this round?
I mean, Grizzly is a... Oh!
No, he's not.
I don't think you got it, but Grizzly just hit a nasty headshot on land and almost getting taken down and is in second place. I think Grizzly will be the man to do it.
Double kill.
If it is
Grizzly
anyone.
getting taken down.
Down he goes. And Regrets, at the start of last round, I think was in 12th place. Now, in second.
Jesus. All right.
Said no. No, I'm not going to bomb this game. I'm going to be on top. I think Jerks, though, might have done it. Tarantula, the last man who could possibly take it from him.
Regrets for below him right now. Oh, almost being taken down. I'm going to opt to run away.
Nice movement from Tarantula.
Down to the last 4 humans now. You seem to find a lot of the last man seem to happen around the source spawn more than the other side of the map, which is quite interesting because when Jerks got his last man, he got it on the other side. Got Uncraze as last. Oh no, Tarantula's last man.
Tarantula picked up the last man.
Overkill. Kill tackler.
He could do it. He could do it.
So close, 1 kill away.
5 points off. Doesn't quite manage it, and that's the win for Jerks. Tarantula, though. God's brother as well, in 3rd place. These lobbies are so messy.
That's Jerks' first win.
There doesn't seem to be consistency to them at all. Talk us through the scoreboard while Slumpy sends the scores.
Well, there you have it. Jerks has turned up, managed to get himself the victory right there. Actually doing quite well in the first 3 rounds, and then only managed to get 1 infect in the last round, but that's just enough for him to get the win. Tarantula seemingly coming out of nowhere, honestly. I think that was a very Jerks and Jix oriented game until Jix kind of just dropped off in the last round. Obviously, Jerks, Tarantula, God's brother as well doing. I think he did pretty well last game as well, so he's up there. But further down the leaderboard, we've got Raging Fury, who's not doing so well. Hyperdrive, who came, I think, last game. Oh no, Landon came last game. Once again, coming 12th. And Kylo, surprisingly, down in 11th place. I think you've cursed him, honestly. You said you didn't want him to do too well, and here he is in 11th place.
Who are we jumping on board with first, going into Station Zulu?
I'll let you decide, because I've decided so far, every game.
Gosh, that is the pressure. Can we jump on board with God's
We can
brother?
indeed.
Won the qualifier last week.
Oh my.
And came 3rd in
That's
that last
an intimidating
game.
set of zombies right there.
Regrets, Jix, and Jerks. What gamer tags? Let's see what God's brother and the other humans can do.
What?
How do you like to play Zulu?
I don't. What? As a zombie or as a human? What are we asking?
As a human, what can these humans do?
My initial start, I always run up to the door, and once I get to the door, I try and pick off the respawners rather than killing the first wave of zombies, because a lot of people get infected in this little sniper corridor where the humans always push into, where the zombies... You know we have a little clash there and a few people get infected, and I don't want to normally risk myself. So I normally go to the door and I'm looking out, getting ready for these respawners, which usually benefits me quite well. And eventually the spawns flip in such a way that the zombies start spawning at the top lift, and it's a really good spawn trap up there. That's usually what you want to be finding in these lobbies, but right now there's a couple of people sat back top lift, so you're not going to be getting that spawn trap.
Not a lot of points. Well, actually, I say that. And Craze has already picked himself up 5 kills. Kind of been a bit absent for the last couple of games. Sitting in 1st place, though, looking to see him turn it up. He did play so well in his round 1.
Hyperdrive going down to regrets in the feed. Looking at Uncraze right now, see if all these zombies are spawning in front of him, but none of them are coming straight towards him, which is, I think that's shaking a little bit, and down he goes. Yeah.
Down to Hyperdrive. Landon, if you remember how well he did in the last round. Currently sitting in 2nd place. Kylo also going to try and start clawing his way
Landon
back
doesn't see his player next to him,
to
and
a
there he
fairly
goes.
high
Jix
placement.
jumping up and taking advantage.
3 survivors remain.
This game, if I can get my words out, starting off a whole lot faster than I feel like the previous 2
Kylo on a triple kill right
have
now.
done. With that being said, though,
There's a lot of zombies on his screen. He needs to back up, honestly, if he's going to survive. He's on a kill-tacular.
Zombie Slayer.
And down he goes, Uncraze crouched up the stairs.
he didn't see the zombie crouching around the corner.
God's brother on a triple kill. They need to back up this lift right now. Who's got last? Who is it? Raging Fury.
Raging Fury takes the last man, going to be running for his life.
His strategy was right there. It's going to turn around and then spray everyone with Magnum, but there was one player that just caught him off guard, and really rude his strategy. But that could have worked out very well for him if he hit his shots. Go start off with Crisley right away, which is what the game has given me. He's contesting this door with God's brother right now, looking to jump through the little gap instead. He notices freeze humans and say, nah, I'm going to not do that.
He wants to start making a move though, because if he stays here too long, the trap is going to be set up. I'm going to be in for another really slow round.
The way I play Station Zulu as a zombie, with my starting strat, I normally jump through the middle of the map and then end up in myself in the window, because most games you find all the humans pushing to where Grizzly is now. And once they're kind of done in there, they jump out through this little window, where he's obviously going just there. And I'll just catch everyone off guard, really. That usually works out quite well for me. As you can see right now, all of the humans are all bunched together in one little area, playing it very casually because the first set of zombies haven't been able to actually establish dominance over the map. Zombies playing very passive, so obviously haven't been a bit scared.
Kylo with the Infection Hyperdrive though.
Kylo actually sitting in first at the moment, tying for kills with Terror actually.
Grizzly takes down Tarantula, so...
I don't know, someone has got a really good infect. Looking at Jix right now. Couple zombies on his screen, picking up a singular kill and Jerks, saving his life. Jix and Jerks. I swear they're related somehow.
Jix and Jerks placing so high in the first game, currently sat all the way down in 9th and 10th, respectively. Regrets in first place.
Almost being taken down by
as well, is currently still up.
Off guard, jeez. Oh my! Very lucky fucking Regrets right there.
That lunge. Targeted God's brother.
Try and
Does go down, Landon takes down Regrets.
Escape route, managed to get the last man standing, picking up a double kill, that's a triple kill. A few zombies jumping up to his side, getting a nice feed right here. A lot of zombies are stacking on him, so he's going to have to kill them off fairly quickly, picking up a kill Atrocity. Still not managing to get himself into first place, however. Still 20 points behind.
Round 3.
Gosh, but he has brought his way back from 9th place. Jix still sat near the bottom of the scoreboard. Not the game for Grizzly or Solar.
Slumpy just told us his game's crashed, so someone else is host, Raging Fury again. Did you like my rapping skills right there? Where I was announcing everything going on with Jerks and his last man. Does that sound like an alternate?
Gun once, gun. And he's dead. Last man, 3 seconds.
That's a good last man.
That's about as well as the last man can go in competitive.
You said that last game was to blue.
Raging Fury picking up a kill in the feed. Well, to be fair, that's because they keep doing better than they did the last game. I mean, like, it's not my fault if they want to decide not to put a show on for us at some point and then decide they actually want to start having thumbs. That's, you know...
It appears that Jerks has actually grown thumbs over the past 10 minutes, according to Khalil.
And I mean, I don't want to sound egotistical whatsoever. I played some of these practice lobbies. I don't think I didn't come 12. These players are miles ahead of absolutely anything I could do, but at the same time, the rambling. Kylo sitting in 3rd place now, last human alive in the top
I've played
3.
a few practice lobbies and I've actually won a few games, but usually what I find is I win my first game, and then anything after that I just get completely slapped. So I think if I were to compete in one of these tournaments, I think I should just play the first round and then that's it, that's me done. I think someone's just put me out. Honestly.
First round, then controller disconnect for the rest of the game.
Warrior, the rest of it. Raging Fury getting...
Put Warrior ahead.
Almost picking up a nice double, but Tarantula being a very disgusting zombie, honestly. Let's see, who are you on board with right now?
Kylo was watching somebody at the bottom of the lift. I'm on board with Kylo.
There's another zombie right there.
He's got a zombie right next to him, he hasn't noticed.
See,
Jerks
Jerks
will
can
take
get
him
in
down.
one effects. Nope. Let's see what Jix is gonna do. With his last man, someone came up lift, it's kind of screwing him over, he needs to go down that lift right now, he just used his boost, he's dead. Overkill.
Triple kill.
Currently standing with Regrets, Raging Fury in Terror Ranks League in top 3. Jerks coming up with a close 4th.
Regrets currently got a 15-point lead. Raging Fury's going to have a tough time taking it.
Actually, with the
Tarantula, probably the one to watch.
God's brother.
But still, I feel like Tarantula is definitely the one who can take this from Regrets. Who are we on board with?
He just got a very clean double kill that saved his life. If he would have waited any longer, Uncraze would have destroyed him.
Let's rub a pistol primary right now.
After coming off that win.
Jix and Jerks not having a super fun time. Regrets still in the lead. Hyperdrive has come out of nowhere. Put himself in second place. Can we jump on board with him?
I shall find out. There he is. Doesn't know the zombie below him.
This final round playing significantly slower, I think.
2 minutes left.
I want to see someone push into this room where Hyperdrive is right now. I think Terrorant's just doing that. I think that's going to work out well for him because a lot of zombies are pushing into that room right now. I wanted to jump on board with Terrorant to see what he's doing. Well, I got overwhelmed quite quickly. So he backed back out again as with 2 zombies stood outside the door. Grizzly tried it out and didn't really go through him.
Grizzly goes down.
One craze coming through and getting an infect. Terrorant's narrowly surviving.
What just happened there? I was certain that was a connected infect.
He killed someone else, I'm pretty sure. Everyone that I'm looking at is a zombie.
Tarantula
So,
has taken the lead, by the way. Regrets down to
Kylo,
second
last man
place.
standing.
Regrets takes it back with an infect on
kill
Solar.
tag kill for Kylo.
Game over.
First place, where did he come from? I don't know, but he won. By 5 points. 23 kills for Kylo.
Kylo. The 5-point win.
Kylo obviously not doing too well last game, coming back with having 11th place, I'm pretty sure. And it seems he's pretty much swapped with Jerks, who's now coming down in 9th after winning last game. Very interesting series of events there. So Kylo coming through with 23 kills and Terrorantly with the second most with his 20 kills. Regrets again being consistent, coming through the second. Terrorantly, I'm pretty sure is the most consistent player so far. Always in the top 3 it seems, so he's got a very good chance at the running of winning. Bottom 3, God's brother unfortunately didn't do too well this game, did quite well last game. I think it was top 3 as well. And Grizzly and Solar in the bottom 3.
Map number 4 of our grand final of the Infection Hub Invitational, presented to you by Carnell Concreting. That's Carnell Concreting PTY on Instagram. Who will we be kicking things off with?
Jerks, how he starts this round. I feel like I always pick the same people.
Kicking things off with Jerks. Jerks
I like starting with zombies.
didn't play so well in the last game. He has been doing pretty well today overall.
If I can find him, where is he? There's my boy. Ooh.
9th place in the last game.
2
What can he
players
do?
opting to
Straight
go
into the
towards
lava.
the pipe, which is a very different play, but it does normally work out because you can come behind. I think he was playing a bit too aggressive there. I should have played it a little bit slower to see his radar rather than pushing out. But that was a very good strategy.
May say that, but Landon, it worked for him. He picked up an infect on Craze.
Ooh. Raging Fury almost getting that infect on Kylo. That would have been huge right there. But God's brother sat in first place right now. Let's Grizzly just goes down. We'll try and find him. There's God's brother. Very slow at the moment.
I'd also like to say, Regrets spent the first half of the last couple of games pretty low down the scoreboard. Did manage to hit second last game. Maybe we should take a look at him, if he's still alive.
Where is he? We saw when we played this map earlier, we saw Regrets playing exactly like this, and he managed to pick up quite a few kills. I think he's a bit of a farmer, is my boy Regrets, honestly. You don't see him getting last man, but during the rounds he picks up a lot of kills, picking up to 20-30 kills in games, which is crucial really. You want to be getting these early round kills, and he's doing it right now. Sat on 4 this round so far. Almost makes it 5, but not quite connecting that shot right there on Jerks. Gret's actually in first place now.
I mean, he's just, casually picked up 5 kills in quick succession. It hasn't been feed, it hasn't been that obvious, but he's working in the back, and that's what will do it for you in a competitive infection lobby, where last man is the absolute curse.
All of the humans are in the same room right now. It's going to be very hard for people to get some infects right now. Raging Fury may be able to change that.
Kylo Renegade.
Solo's got this staircase on lockdown right now. It's got 7 kills all from this staircase, it seems.
Regrets, Kylo and Solar all on 7 kills, 35 points. Solar picks up another.
Down goes Hyperdrive. Kylo goes down, playing very aggressive to try and grab his ammo right there, but unfortunately didn't work out for him. Ooh, a lot of the humans are spread out now. This is going to be a lot different. Solar opting to go to top mid. We've got a player sitting in middle map right now, which is Regrets, who's a trying to get some ammo if anything. He's only got a couple shotgun shots left. Did not see that zombie coming through.
Looked away at exactly the wrong time.
Let's see if he can get to the last in time before he dies.
Doesn't matter because the one can through the
Solar
window.
did not actually do too well right there, but Solar's still actually in the lead. Locking down that staircase seems to work out quite well for him.
We played down to the last 10 seconds of that round as well. Fairly slow so far, and I feel like Hellfire usually moves significantly faster than some of our slow games. Grizzly.
Terror actually just survived that situation. He just did that. Wow.
What movement. What professional map movement.
That was a strat I've never seen before. I've never seen zombies actually start coming from under the pipe before, because it's such a good play. I've never seen that before, but Terror actually predicting that.
Regrets. Sat in second place right now. Jump on board with him if we can. He is facing a lot of zombies.
Oh my. Hey, but he's picking up the kills.
What a sight.
Jerks has seen Regrets and thought, nah, I'm not going to push that. I'm going to turn around now.
2 minutes
Regrets
left.
evading notice for the most part. The movement as well. Starting to pull away. 10-point lead right now for Regrets. Solar goes
Nearly falling
down.
off the map there, Regrets. Close.
Survivors remain.
Tarantula picks off Jix in the feed. God's brother, Uncraze, and Regrets currently
Down goes
last
Regrets.
one's up. Regrets goes down. So does
God's
Uncraze.
gets last man. He's going to try and use this. Oh, this bus is already gone. He's got no chance.
Survivors erratic.
That's unfortunate. He thought he had a plan, but he couldn't.
Once
in the
again,
end,
Regrets 17
execute
kills.
it.
He just picks up kills randomly. You don't even see it coming. He's just suddenly in first with loads.
Yeah, has anyone noticed Regrets doing this? He just suddenly has all the kills in the game.
I mean, I've seen him pick up at least 5.
Kylo in second though. We've moved to the second half of the series, and Kylo's decided that actually, you know what? He kind of does want to win.
I think he's wanting to go for the reverse sweep
Second
right
place tied with
So
so.
try and win the next 3 games. Well, the last 3 games and show off. Regret picking up some more kills, another double kill. This door strategy that it's got seems to be working perfectly.
Regrets 20-point lead right now. 19 kills, about to pass the 20 mark. We're only in. Are we only in round 2?
This is round 3.
Round 3.
A lot of people in chat are saying that we think that Rocky Star is going to win, aka Regrets. So I think they're just saying that because they're looking at the scoreboard right now. That's just silly. That just take the easy road. Come on.
Who'd list the top 5 as their contenders for top 3? Hyperdrive just committed suicide, and it was quite funny. I don't think that was on stream. Kylo though,
Ooh.
making his way back up there. Does Regrets have a win this series so far?
Jeez, I don't think he does.
2 survivors remain.
It looks like he's going to win this one though. Oh no, Kylo's won this one. Where'd Kylo come from? Why is he winning the game?
Picked up a few kills before he died
And
as
now
well.
he's definitely won this. Rocky is Regrets, sorry. Second place as a zombie. Kylo starting the round off as a human. He should be able to pick up more points this round, surely. Let's see what Regrets is doing. I want to see how he's going to play this as a zombie. See what he's going to do. Can't go over there, I'm pretty sure.
Equally Uncraze. Probably our main contender for Kylo's win right now. So we might want to take a look with him at some point as well. At the bottom of the scoreboard though, can I point out, is Jerks. 12th place. Not a fun game.
I've seen Jerks play as a zombie.
God's brother takes down Landon.
And when he was playing as a zombie, he's playing it like he's matchmaking. He's playing like he's not playing smart. He's kind of just pushing towards people, thinking they're gonna miss their shots. You have to be a lot more aggressive or catch people off guard more in these lobbies, because they're not going to be missing their shots. As you can see right there, that's how Jerks gets taken down himself by an unsuspecting Regrets who was just sat around the corner.
Not the game for Raging Fury or Jerks. Uncraze. Not got a lot of time. Does pick up a double kill though.
Himself too. See what Terrorist is doing.
Tarantula actually sat in 4th place right now. Feel like he came out hot and has kind of slowed down in the last couple of games.
Taken down. My God's brother. Managing to actually escape that situation quite well, backing up towards the safety of the humans. You don't want to be towards that door, those stairs though. Nearly, Jerks managed to affect him. Grizzly getting last man.
Grizzly, last man up. When was the last time we talked about Grizzly? Oh my god. What a sight.
Quite a while ago, I think we last talked about Grizzly.
There we go. Kylo picks up another win. That's big for
Raging
him.
Fury down in 12th
Regrets
place.
2nd and Uncraze in 3rd. At this point, if you've won more than one game, you just want to stay consistently in the top 3 and just hope against hope. God's brother, all the way down in 10th, didn't have such a fun time. Jix, sitting in 5th, going to start to try and bring it back. Tarantula as well, takes the 4th place spot. He'll probably be thankful for that one. Based off everything we've seen today, who do you think is going to come out swinging, possibly take the win for this map, and also who do you think has the win for this event?
I think Tarantula's got a good chance. I think if he wins this game, I think he can take it, because he's been in the top 4 for every game so far, from what I remember. Kylo obviously getting 2 wins as well, which is going to be very helpful, but coming down in 11th, I think he was 11th that one game, not going to help out. And I think it's going to come down to the wire. I think it's very close at the moment between a good few players, like Regrets, Uncraze, Kylo. Well, the top 4 right now. I think they're very close in scores.
Game 5 of the Infection Hub Invitational, presented by Carnell Concreting. That's Carnell Concreting PTY on Instagram. At the end of this game, we will count up the scores and tell you who has won the Turtlebeach Recon 200 headset, the first ever prize in competitive Infection, brought to you by Carnell Concreting PTY on Instagram. Again, who are we kicking things off with, Spoox?
Immediately on Landon, so we're going to watch Landon as he takes down Raging Fury, who I don't think Raging Fury is enjoying his time in this tournament, honestly.
If I'm going to be honest, I feel like Raging Fury has been a bit bullied this final. You know, it's not. No game has been his game.
I think the first
Solar,
one he picked up a
early
nice kill
points
tap,
on the
but
board.
that's all we've really seen of him.
You get into a swing of things where I think the games start not going your way, and then, you know, no game goes your way.
Jix could easily jump up and infect Regrets right now. He just doesn't know he's looking the other way. Oh, Landon taking him down.
Taking down by Landon.
That could have been so big.
God's brother, 4 kills on the board already. Malignant tends to play quite speedily, I think. What would be your strategy in this current lobby, given this level as well?
I would play this how Grizzly's playing this right now. I'd be playing this quite aggressively, watching these spawns, because as you can see right now, players are actually spawning in front of Grizzly. So you want to be sitting here and you want to be rotating back and checking the source spawn, but right, a moment ago Jerks was actually sat on that spawn, so forcing the zombies more into this corner of the map is way, so you want to be looking this way. You want to keep your eye on your teammates to know where they are with their locations, so you can actually predict these spawns and then using this as an advantage really. Which is what Jerks is doing right now. He's going to go down after yeah, basically taking him down. He just wasn't really paying too close attention to his teammates.
Raging Fury currently in the lead. 3 infections doing
Regrets
it
getting
for
last man standing.
Jerks taking the Grizzly.
Picking up a nice triple kill, but seems that we had 4 zombies coming from both directions right then. There wasn't an awful lot he could have done, but still managing to come out on top at the end of round 1.
Taken down by God's brother. God's brother sitting in 2nd, having won our qualifier last week. Raging Fury as well has heard us.
And down he goes again.
He's not happy.
Getting infected by Kylo.
Oh, you know what? Sometimes, you know, you just gotta take it like a man.
I can imagine he wouldn't be feeling
Triple
that
kill for
He'd be
Jerks.
very mad at the moment.
Well, what can you do? These lobbies are so ridiculous. There is no shame in not having a good game when everybody is this sweaty. Who are we on board with right now?
On board with Hyperdrive, but it's just gone down as I was watching. Now with Regrets.
You are the curse. Regrets picking up steady kills once again without us noticing. Currently in 1st place with 11 survival kills. Make that 12.
Getting another infect, which is going to help him out. Whoa. Okay, Uncraze, calm down with that lunge. Who do you want to watch?
Let's jump on board with Solar. Currently, the top player is still up.
Oh,
Sitting a bit away from the zombies.
This lunging at a Solar.
Does get taken down by Regrets.
Jerks on a kill-tacular. Yo, his teammate's gonna
not push.
him over, it looks like. God's brother playing very campy right here. That's it, God's brother's got last man. Playing for the last man bonus.
I mean, it didn't do him much good, but, you know, those last man points still have some use. Second to fourth right now.
Jerks on top.
All infected. Jack's on top, 14 survival kills. Should we take a look at him? God's brother took down Tarantula.
Raging Fury. See if he can survive for longer than a minute this round, actually. He's opted to go to a different location in the map because where he was before wasn't really working out for him, so... Let's go on with Jerks, let's see what he's doing. Jerks plays this very differently to me. He plays more like Sourceborne orientated, which is just... I've seen a lot more players play like that recently, which is just different. I'm not used to it. It seems to be a good position to hold out to get a lot of kills, and it seems to work quite well as a last man standing spot as well. Very different to like matchmaking.
Jax. Notices a player takes down Regrets. Regrets still in first place. Raging Fury takes down Jerks. Jerks takes the lead as well, 15 survival kills. Who's still up? Kylo! Fallen back down to 5th place. You wonder, he started to have a momentum swing, but he's now back to not performing.
Jix getting a kill.
Also Jix.
Uncraze, let's see if we can get some kills right now.
Back to not performing at the top level, but Uncraze, yeah, last man. Taking down by Tarantula.
Spot right there, that is... Since everyone just died there, you shouldn't really be pushing there. In that situation, you should have had his Magnum out expecting people to fly it and pick up more kills quicker. But obviously he doesn't see the outlines that I see, so...
Regrets, 2nd place right now. Jerks currently the top spot. Regrets going to be looking to take it from him if he can. It's quieting down to the map right now. It was pretty hectic moments ago, but everybody taking things slower as this game comes to an end.
Snuggly backseat gaming right now, telling Uncraze off. I think Uncraze off, telling him off for running straight at the zombies.
Regrets. Kill on Tarantula. Uncraze is not far behind. Neither is God's Brother or Solar. Another really packed top 5.
This is going to be very close. Tarantula 11th place.
I think
that's very different.
I think Regrets' sheer consistency with just picking off kills when nobody's watching, taken down by Jerks. Why did I say that? Regrets' consistency, though.
Down goes Regrets.
It's really what's done it for him. In the background. God's Brother seems to like this spot that he's sitting in right now.
I don't think he realises the last man bonus is only 5 points. It's not the same as matchmaking, so he's trying to play for it, but it's not really that big of a play. And down he goes. Regrets and Jerks teaming up on him. See if he can get to Jix in time. See what he can do. Nothing. Down he goes.
Absolutely nothing. Down goes Jix, and there finishes the final game of the Infection Hub Invitational presented by Carnell Concreting. After all the games were played and all the scores were counted, in 12th place was Landon It Is. In 11th, Crisley. 10th, Solar. Joint 8th and 9th, Hyperdrive and Raging Fury. In 7th, God's Brother. In 6th, Jix. 5th, Uncraze. 4th, Kylo. In joint 2nd, 3rd, Tarantula and Jerks, which means in 1st place, Regrets will receive a Turtlebeach Recon 200 headset, the first ever prize in competitive Infection. Gifted by Carnell Concreting, that's Carnell Concreting PTY on Instagram. This event was made possible by Carnell Concreting, so go and show them all of the support in the world. Thanks to Spoox for streaming and commentating, Slumpy for all of the organisation, Virtual Moth for the graphics, Scarlett for all of the scoring, and we'll see you on Wednesday with top 5 clips.